Welcome to another part of the Animaniacs Great Edgar Hunt. This time, we're in the Epic. And yeah, it does save my ass up on that first objective there. Main thing we're doing right now is we're going to see what this area is like, what we have to do here and all of that. Our exit's right behind us, but our main thing to do right now is look around for these scarabs, I guess. There are collectibles.
Welcome, strange people. You're not from around here, are you? Well, you have come to a truly magnificent place. Up this grand staircase lies the palace of Queen Cleo. You really should drop in on her. She's always looking for help. Watch out that you don't get pulled over on the way up. To the right is the bazaar. It's not open right now. If you come back later, it will be open for business. Later, in town, is the great chariot race. You'll have to be quick to get in there. It's nearly sold out already. You might have to look for an alternate way.
So if you could hear him well against the very loud fucking exploding barrels, because, you know, the sound design from default for this game is awkward. He has a lot of things for us to know. For instance, one objective that we have currently available anyway that is, like, you know, on our list happens to be a chariot race that we can't access yet because we don't have any tickets and such. We have to find another way in. There's also the marketplace, which is unfortunately gated down, so we can't get inside there. But we can go over to Cleopatra, because this is that kind of time period. And we can talk to her in order to see what she wants. So, at the very least, we can go over to, you know, do something here at least. We're not just locked out completely. However, there's a whole bunch of scarabs about underwater that we have to go ahead and collect, so just swim around and grab them if you can. There's also a dig spot here that I kind of missed, but don't worry, I'll get it out of the way, like in the next part. Right now, though, we're gonna get past all these barrels, which are easy to avoid, and yeah, break these two here in order to get some more scarabs. Our first actual enemy, however, happens to be these guides of shields that just kind of move left and right. They are very easy, and they're also kind of slow. The best way of handling them is to just have them to the very right or left side, and then just run past them from the opposite direction, and you'll make it, because they're very slow on jumping, you know, to the other side. It gives you enough time to actually manage through. Like, for instance, this guy right here. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. See? Takes a while to actually get to the other side, so you have enough time to actually get over there to take care of him. The other kind is the blue shield variety, or green shield, however fucking color they want to choose there, who actually walk around and are free to move around as much as they want. They're a bit more hard to deal with, but they do go down the same way, just get them from behind. So, try to be careful, try to be smart. As you can see, he's gonna try. But, yeah, you knock it a little bit, you go behind, you take him out that way, and you're done. Now, there are objectives around here that aren't just of Cleopatra. We could go inside the main entrance, or we can look around and see there's also a sort of, like, hero guard, a gladiator, I guess. And as you can see, it can be a little awkward unless you smack their shield first and then get behind them. It can be a bit finicky there, though. Be careful. However, you might notice there was a hero around here, a sort of gladiator. And unfortunately, we can't defeat him normally. He uses his sword to shield himself. The only way I know of actually beating this guy is using a bomb. That's it. Other than that, he is 100% invincible, so yeah, that kind of sucks, because he's a bit around. There is this way, which leads to the toilets, and guess what? There's someone in here we can talk to. Oh boy. Get ready for the toilet humor.
Easy, fella. You strain like that, you're likely to throw something out.
And it might not come back.
But with the rich diet these people have, you'd think they'd have no trouble at all. Didn't you ever hear the poem about beans, the musical fruit, the more you eat, the more you...
Instead of making fun of my situation, how about picking some dates for me from the gardens?
How many do you think you'll need?
I always like to have more dates than I really need. Now, more than ever, just a few tins should do the trick. About 8.
Alright, let's help him out with that, shall we? I don't know why it has to be dates, but... Oh, by the way, he's opening the gate for us. I don't know how that gate just opened. I don't know why it did. But it is where the dates are, so we have to go there. There's also climbing this entire fucking, like, place that's still being built right now. And, you can. There's a lot of ways of doing so. However, there are also snakes. And these are the hardest snakes in the game. However, I don't consider them to be hard. I just consider them to be obnoxiously long. You've already seen how long the orange snakes take. They take about double the time of normal snakes. These guys take about triple that. If not double of the orange snakes, because they go on for so fucking long, these green ones. They are only in the epic, luckily, so... You know, it's the last level. It's not gonna be a huge issue, but... Oh god, it just becomes a bit tiresome to wait for them every damn time. Same thing you do every snake, however, you just have to wait for them to get tired and then you smack them. They do respawn, unfortunately, so that's a problem. There's also an A hidden in that little cove there. Another snake. Yeah, that goes on for a while. There's also a valve here as a person, you know, doing that. And there's also like an eagle thing here, like an eagle stand. We'll have to keep note on both the valve and the eagle stands, as well as this gate that's currently shut down. We'll have to come back here to access that area, but right now, take care of the snake. There's another one around here, and get rid of all of these scarabs inside their vases. In case you're wondering, yes, the vases are the breakables, and another kind of breakable, I believe, that is, you know, has to be defeated with a frickin' bomb. For the most part, they're mainly in, like, breakable vases. And, yeah, pretty much. The, whole thing with the laser, I believe, is now done for. Well, except for one mission. But even then, I really doubt it's much use, honestly. Like, it's just like, oh, we need it just for an objective use. It's not really for a level use. Also, there's a whole bunch of these little pits here. There's another valve here, which we can't use, as you can see. There's also movable fucking walls trying to get in our way. But they're easy to get through, and you have to actually go for them anyway, because you can just climb up from the right or left side here. Well, this is the left side now, I believe. Or the right side, depending on how you want to look at this. And, yeah, this side has falling barrels. They are in a set path, and I'm not going to get in your way too much. You just, you know, stay away from the set path. Jesus Christ, there's so many damn snakes in this one. And they're all green, so they're going to take a while. There's also some of these guards just kind of standing here, either protecting a freaking vase or nothing at all. It's a bit weird. But yeah, if you want to get all these scarabs, you got to look all around these construction sites right now. You gotta look for every plank, every fucking level of the place and such. You gotta look everywhere, even if it hurts you. And you really gotta break every vase too, because there are gonna be vases that are just apples, or just nothing. And that's gonna be a bit annoying. But there are going to be a numerous amount of these that have scarabs in them, so we are gonna have to break them. Even if a few of them happen to be snakes. Like that surprise one right there. And yeah, there's 2 guards as well as a gladiator here as well, so that's a bit obnoxious too. Unfortunately, we can't, you know, get back up the way we just came, because we have to go all the way around. However, there is where we can get up here from this direction, and that is from this farm area, I guess. Jump up here, break this vase, there's an apple there, jump around here, and then stand on that, and there you go. That's how you get up here from here. You can't climb up some of these spots, by the way. Like, that's why I stood on, by the way. I can hang on to that, but I can't get up from there. The game won't let me. So I have to do it that way to get up here otherwise. And yeah, these can crush you. But the main thing here is for us to get the scarabs, and it's quite a number of scarabs around here. Again, it's always 300, so our main thing is to get 125 for this part, and then all 300 next part, when we do the clean out shit. And yeah, full damage, which, in this level can become an issue, because there's a lot of high places, and it's very easy to fall down and lose a lot of health from that. So the enemy is not really your issue, but it's more falling that's the issue now. But hey, we can just get across and up, fuck's sake. Well, anyway, we have 76 scarabs now, so we're getting there. And yeah, these guys do respawn, so unfortunately, that can be annoying too, especially when the snakes respawn. Especially when the fucking snakes respawn. One of their attacks, by the way, is sliding into you, so be careful of the ones with the green, blue shields or whatever, because they can just, like, run into you and slide into you, and that can be a little dickish. Also, there's a letter here. Can you see the letter? Because I could not throughout this entire footage. But there's a letter there, and I should have noticed. You probably might know it's there. I know it's there now. Not during this recording. I forgot. I forgot a lot about this game. But yeah, to get over here, you have to climb up some of these spots in order to get up to the top, in order to grab the ones that are just, like, hanging out on these little edges here. Just, try not to fuck up your jumps and fall. And there's also a nice little bit of, hedge stairs, I guess. As well as this area here. There's no point being over here, but if you wanted to be there, there's some, you know, stairs made of hedges. And over here, we have two of these guards. They're blocking the way into where that gate is. We can easily get past them. And then we can get inside this gate that was open for us when we just accepted the whole date thing. Now, these guards are right by some pillars, and that might be confusing to you at first, because you're like, why are they guarding this? Well, you might have noticed it by now, but I'll show you why pretty much in a few seconds. So, right now, we can't get across this water. If we try to jump across, one of the issues is that we can't jump again, really, once we get in the water. So we can't really move from there. And we'll be sucked in because the current's going on, and we'll be going right, and then teleport on the other side. And there's also some little gaps on the left side, but there's no point worrying about them because, well, there's nothing there. However, as Yakko, you might notice these symbols here look a lot like our bombs. Put bombs by these, and they'll blow up and fall down. And they have scarabs hidden underneath them. So we gotta blow up all four. However, you only need to blow up the third one here. This one. As this one is long enough for you to actually walk across to get across the water. The other ones are either too small or too far away to make of use. But you gotta blow them anyway to get the scarabs, so I mean. But yeah, get up on this one and just run across. Hope you noticed the bird on the screen, because that's going to be important. That eagle there. Right now, this place is a lot, and I mean a lot of fucking goddamn snakes. So, get ready for a lot of snake smacking. A lot of long snake smacking. However, there's also dig spots here. There's some, you know, camels here that won't do anything to you. They're just kind of standing around, chilling. The main thing, however, is the game is telling you to do the stomp move. And if you do the stomp move by a tree, if you notice from the trees, you might be able to see something hanging from them. What you're seeing happens to be the dates. So all we gotta do is just get under a tree and then just stomp on the ground and make the date fall, and we can grab it. And it's the only time that the stomp move is ever useful, really, for any of these kinds of missions. Because you need it to take care of the dates. Because you can't smack these, but you can stomp them down. You don't really do that any other point in the game, so... It's a bit weird how it's only in this mission that the stomp is used to actually get anything from anywhere. A lot of these trees have nothing, mainly the ones on this right side. But the left side, pretty much every tree has a date, so... You know, knock them all down from the left side, take care of the ones on the right, and you'll have all 8 in no time. And then you can go back and take care of that guy's little thing from the toilet. Because he needs these to help him shit, apparently. I can't believe this is actually a mission. There is a mission with the word ass on it, and there's this guy. Anyway, I'm gonna go back, change into Wacko, and I'm gonna get rid of these dick spots. Now, I want you to take note of all the fucking, like, stands that are there, these gold stands. So there's one up at the top of the roof there, and there's one here where all the dates were, right on the corner to my left. You see that? We will have to take note of those, because eventually they'll become of importance. And so will the valves. Because the Epic likes to have its objectives go in an order. And it's still kind of here and there on, like, things like, you know, you can do it any other way you want, but for the most part, it's gonna be in order. This is our first order to go through.
Do you have any pizza-flavored apples?
Oh, I can feel the fiber working already. Blessed relief is but a moment away.
I think it would be polite of us to leave now.
Since when did we ever do the polite thing?
Hey, I found the statue in here. You could have it as a thank you.
Shiny thing!
We're gonna need to clean that one. Oh god, he's touching it. Anyway, we have 36 now, which means we have enough to go and fight the final boss of the game. We could leave now, after picking up someone's turd-covered fucking statue, but we're not done yet, because we haven't met Cleopatra yet. You know, she's in this game, and we gotta fucking see her. Gotta see her toon version, you know? Got a nice place here so far, nice hallway. There it is. So, let's look around, get all these scarabs, get 125 for another Edgar. There's Cleo. There she is. And by the way, this is like a bathhouse sort of area, so it's her private bathhouse, obviously, with a throne in there as well. And hey, 37. And with that, we're halfway done with all of these collectibles now. I mean, only just, you know, get it 300 here, and then we have to no longer worry about collectibles anymore. However, Cleo here has something for us to do. So let's go see what troubles her, shall we?
Hello, Cleo.
Look at my skin. Oh, it's horrible. My hair is all limp, and I've got bags forming under my eyes. I'm hideous.
Hello, Cleo.
My nails are brittle. My cellulite is beginning to show, and I can count my chins.
Huh?
Having a bad hair day, sister? Well, worry no more, because Dot Warner's mobile beauty and spa services are at your disposal. We can give you hydration.
We can give you exfoliation.
We can give you punctuation. I've got a couple of spare semicolons around here someplace.
And all services are performed by a professional cosmetologist. That's a fancy word for barber. I was trained at the We'll Train Anyone Discount Beauty Academy.
All I need is donkey's milk.
Donkey's milk?
Yes, donkey's milk.
Where are you gonna get that?
From my private herd. I have 3 donkeys that are grazing around the palace. If you can herd them into each of the milking machines, then I can take a long overdue bath. Oh, and you'll need to turn the taps on. They're on the roof of the palace. I'm having the walls cleaned of graffiti, so excuse the scaffolding.
Yeah, it's gonna be a running joke where anytime Cleo's in anything, it's gonna be about beauty. And with this one, it happens to deal with these donkeys that are now here now. The donkeys are not fun to navigate. They're much like the sheep. They kinda suck. and then he needs to get stuck on places. And this entire area has a lot of ways to get these guys stuck. Once you get them inside these doors, which aren't too far away from them luckily, then the valve activates. I mean, you activate them right now by getting up top and, you know, turning the valve. Of course, I have to get past shit like the snakes. The fucking snakes. But once we take care of all of that, we can then go ahead and spin the valve and put some donkey milk into her bath for Cleo's beauty. Well, it's already filled. I mean, we're done now. Except, not really, because that's just the visual. It's not actually filled yet, even though in the cutscene it is. We gotta fill it up more. So we gotta look around and get some more donkeys. We haven't checked the back area yet, so we might as well go ahead and do that. Bunch of guards about, knock them down. Also some more vases. But there is a spot for where a donkey can go. There it is, and the donkey is right there. So let's take care of this vase here. And let's just smack this guy here and see if that will just go ahead and direct him straight to it. It doesn't. Jesus Christ. Well, there you go. And it's way up there. Okay, this one and the last one we're doing, I'm going to take care of the donkeys first. And then we're going to take care of the valves, because these two valves are close together compared to the first one. And quite frankly, if you want to get this done in a relatively fine manner, take care of all the donkeys first, and then the valves. Because otherwise, you're going to be climbing up and down a whole bunch, and it just gets annoying. And yeah, just apples around here with these vases. But right now, I'm going to take care of the donkey here. The door is right here, and the donkey is right by that door. So, let's go. Just be careful of the enemies. And there we go. And with all the donkeys put in their spots, we can now take care of all the valves. And the last one is right there. So, I'm going to go ahead and climb the entire spot here. And then we can actually, you know, take care of the valves from the highest one, and then take care of the middle one. Why didn't you grab? Are you fucking kidding me? Whatever, I jump cut. Hey, look, a vase I missed. There we go. Took care of that. I'm gonna probably mess up valve and vase a bunch, because I'm dumb. But right now, there is a valve over here, and we can spin it. And with this, that takes care of the one we just took care of. Now we have one more left to go for, and it's pretty much not that far away from here. I just have to go exit from this place, and then just go to the other end of this wall. And it's just right there. So, yeah. These are really close together compared to the first one. And if all three valves turned and the milk put in, Cleo is already having a good time. So, we have to go see her and get our Edgar from her, because we know she has one. Let's get it, shall we?
Oh, my skin feels so much better. I can feel myself getting younger with every stroke of the bath mitten. Take that trinket over there as a sign of my gratitude. And as a special thank you, I had my high priest open my sunlight temple on the roof. Feel free to visit it anytime.
You can kind of see what I meant by, you know, sort of like a little path thing here at the objectives. We couldn't get inside that area beforehand, but now we can after doing Cleopatra's objective. And we need to go here if we want to go to the second half of the level. So, yeah, go past these guards. You can get past this guy by going to the left or right side of the pillars here. This guy, you just have to knock him. Be careful with the snake here. Take care of the vases around here. And then go inside this room here for a puzzle. And it's a very easy puzzle indeed.
This is my dream room. Look at all the crystals.
Cleo was a woman after Dot's own heart.
It's a bit stuffy in here. I'll open a window.
Wow!
Nice, but not quite right.
You're right, brother. The room does feel a little chaotic. My feng shui training tells me that the beams need to line up with those gems on the wall over there. Oh, and you need to hang a red flute on a south-facing doorway.
The hieroglyphs on the wall say we can make the crystals turn by pressing the action button. Hey, I just read them. I don't necessarily understand them.
Don't worry, Yakko, you're doing a good job, mate. So, right now, we need to take care of all of these little light sources to take these, you know, all these lines, these light lines, over to the very up wall there onto their colored spots. And we can spin these around into 3 directions, each one of these. But, one issue. You might notice that there's a bit of confusion going on. And that bit of confusion just so happens to be on the location. Because that, you might notice that that's going to a red. But I can't see the red line, because the green line's in the way. To make this easy for us, we're taking care of the green line first, and the blue line, and then the red line. The green line's the easiest because it's almost all set up itself. The blue line, a bit more difficult. It's in the middle, really. The red one is the hardest one because it has the most messed up. Like, these two have their ends already met up in a sense, but, not this one. The red happens to have its end just going off the fucking mark. I do get kind of confused at points, I'm sorry about that. This is really an easy fucking puzzle overall. I should not be having this much difficulty. There you go, see? The red, however, will need to, you know, change one at the very end there for the red. However, that is if I can figure out that, hey, that one I was hitting beforehand when I was getting the green line, hey, there it is, it's pinned direct to the green. No wonder I couldn't see it. See? All I have to do is just change that, and there you go. And with all 3 of these lines put to their crystals, guess what? The second area is unlocked to us, and that second area happened to be right here. So now we can enter this area, and we'll be looking around that area next time. I'm gonna jump cut to me going out of this building and down in order to take care of the scarabs that are right by the entrances. However, if you kind of go to them, unfortunately, you teleport. And all 3 of these teleport us right to the area, but in 3 different areas, like 3 different spots. But they all lead us back to this area anyway. I'm gonna try and get the middle one without actually going inside. But, yeah, like, for the most part, just take care of the scarabs around here. There you go. And, yeah. And with that, we'll be going through this new area in the next part of Animaniacs: The Great Edgar Hunt, as we will 100% the epic. And we'll help out whoever is saying pissed over here next time. Thanks for watching, guys.